Everyone, so if you don't like horror, then I'd suggest you leave, because this has a good bit of horror in it. It don't scare me though. So, welcome back. What's up? Today we're gonna be watching Twisted Metal Sweet Tooth story. And yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Sweet Tooth is my favorite though, not gonna lie. Sorry, it's quiet. Sorry about that.
He has many powers. Why, he can even raise the dead. And once spawned,
They are loyal to Calypso.
But this year,
I will bring him to his.
Listen, every year this time I got people calling in with his bull. No! You must believe Calypso is the reason for all the violence. He is the devil! I do agree with him on one thing. Bad out there, folks. Real bad. But I got a solution. Stay in tonight and lock your doors.
Cuts out. What? Maybe it's supposed to be silent. Nope. Boss, that her. We find her. No, just more trash on the side of the road.
Looks like Calypso's got himself another driver for this year's contest.
Sweet Tooth is actually my favorite in Twisted Metal.
She was the one. She was the only one. There have been so many people I've killed over the years. But her, she was the only one who ever escaped. She was the one that got away. I don't blame myself. They were my first murders. Oh, boys and girls.
Dang it. Internet problems, maybe. I toyed with her, I tested her. Oh, she was delightful.
But she was a fighter. That stupid bitch. She actually hurt me. That's how she managed to escape. That. And that damned picture. How many years has that been? And I still think about her. I still crave her screams. And her death. She needs to be gutted. Then I'll shove her in my icebox and we'll be together forever. I just have to win Calypso's stupid little contest, and any prize I ask for will be mine. Calypso. They say he has many powers. When I win, he's going to send me where she's been hiding all these years. And this time, I'm going to finish what I started. This time, I'm going to make her bleed. There was a time, right after she escaped, that I almost caught her. I could sense where she was. Her fear. It was so ripe. This would be fun. It was like Christmas morning. Every hallway filled with little gifts. Little, tiny, blood-filled gifts. So many of them tried to fight. I think they wanted to make it fun for me. I think they were happy for me. Looking back, I'm so glad I decided to take the stairs. A sweet stench lingered in the hall, but I had just missed
That's
her.
my name. That's my name. What?
Oh, that name. How I hated that name. It reminded me of how I hated him. How I hated being him. His stupid little life. That stupid little job. It took me years of screaming and clawing and breaking him down. Years of calling out to him, trying to get him to set me free. But he was such a coward. Then one night it happened. One night I called. And he answered. And after I got him to carve me, I killed him. For my first murders, I chose the perfect targets. The perfect family. I chose his family. Marcus doesn't live here anymore. Shut up and bleed, you motherfucker. They all died so easily. Except for her.
Oh, so that's why she hates him.
She was a surprise.
Well, he hates her. I don't know which one I said.
Where did she go? I'll find her. I'll fucking find her. Can't hide from me, little girl. You can't hide from Daddy. The battle was over. I had killed almost everyone. But she was still out there. And Calypso knew where she was hiding. for my prize. I told Calypso to send me where she'd been all these years. Tonight, I'd finally get to cut her. Take me to her now!
Your wish is
Calypso. Calypso. Where's my goddamned prize?
look around.
I know where he's at.
Sweet Tooth.
I know where he is.
You've been given your prize. That night, when she first encountered you, she was so traumatized. She was so damaged. The hospital just wasn't really working for her. So she checked herself out and made other arrangements. She's been dead for 10 years.
You can't kill me. You can't ever kill me. I'll find you, Calypso. I'll fucking find you and fucking kill you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So that's the end? Dude.
You're not about to drive without insurance.
Hold on.
This ain't getting a tattoo while you have...
Okay. There we go.
They took everything from me. Then they put me in this hole.
Twisted Metal,
So I could sit
Black,
and wake
all
all day
characters,
long.
storylines, and endings.
My freedom, my wife, even my pride. It was hard to know which one I missed the most. Sometimes when I'm locked up, I swore I heard the man with the plane coming back to get me. But none of it was real. It was just my head going to mush. But then, one day, I had a visitor. And that's when everything changed. He said his name was Calypso. He ran some kind of weird contest, and he was looking for people like me to be a part of it. He told me if I won, I could have the one thing my heart desired. I may be no rocket scientist, but I know opportunity when I see it. That pilot had taken a piece of my life and twisted it all around. How could I refuse the chance for revenge? When I passed out in my truck, I dreamed about the farm. I guess I must have been thinking back to the day when everything went wrong. I remember it so well. We was 2 weeks from harvest. I was checking out the crop when I heard this noise up in the air. There were no dusting scheduled that afternoon. I hollered for the guy to stop, but it just kept coming. I didn't know what was happening at first. I couldn't breathe. and my heart was beating so fast, thank the Lord, I passed out real quick. I thought I was dead. I must have been out for hours, and when I woke up, well, my God, what had happened to me? My first thought was to get home to Annie. She was real smart. She'd figure out what to do. But when I got there, I guess she'd already figured out something else. I heard them laughing, talking about how they'd go the next week, try to collect the life insurance. Everything hurt. My face, my mind, my heart. I remember grabbing for the closest thing I could find. I just lost it. I'd hunt that pilot down sooner or later. But for now, it was strictly between me and Annie. I've been hitting Annie's body for well over an hour. You couldn't even tell who she was no more. There's a man out there who took my wife and turned me into a freak. When I win this contest, he's gonna pay for what he done.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully. Time's up.
I'd won the contest, and now it was my turn to collect. I went to see Calypso, and just as promised, he delivered the goods. I knew right from the start he'd get me the revenge I was craving. When we went back to the farm, Calypso said he had a little surprise for me. Somehow he'd done it. He'd found that bastard who made me kill Annie. Son of a bitch even brought his plane with him. Calypso said all I had to do to get my prize was step aboard.
Oh wait, so he's gonna take that the other guy's life.
That pilot had taken everything from me. It was right time he learned how it felt. It may have been only the second time I killed someone, but it felt so damn good. I think I was beginning to see my true calling. So I done gave up farming and moved into the city. In a place like that, well, who knows what kind of trouble an old redneck like me could get into. The Lord does work in mysterious ways. He giveth and he taketh away. So it was with my freedom.
I know it.
In my years alone in that dark place, I would often hear a voice calling to me from within.
You are my chosen one, Jebediah. You are my child, here to do my bidding.
Truly, I believed there would be no escape from the demon inside me. I wasn't even a real preacher. I was an evangelist, rejected by the church. I didn't have the strength to fight the demon alone. But one day, I was given a chance for salvation. His name was Calypso. He came to me with a proposition. If I won his contest, he would reveal the truth. It had been 2 years since the beast had entered my mind, controlling my actions, making others believe I was responsible for those killings. But now I had a second chance. I accepted the offer willingly. All I had to do was win, and a path back into the light would be opened unto me.
That one was very short. Never mind.
When a man is lost in darkness, it is wondrous indeed how his mind will find shelter in memories of the past. I thought back to that fateful night. I had been approached by a young couple who brought to me their child. I was to perform one of my most important duties, an exorcism. But the beast was too powerful, even as I ministered to the child. The demon brought its foul influence upon me and entered my mind. My soul was trapped. All I could do was cry out inside as I tore that church apart. The demon's hatred raged all around, killing everyone in the church. Countless millions of years it had been hounded by the warriors of God. It was going to make me pay. And then the creature abandoned me right when I needed it the most.
Get your hands in the air! Do it now!
Every waking hour since, I've feared the demon. But now I have a second chance. When I win this contest, I know the Lord will welcome me back with open arms.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully. Time's up.
The contest was mercifully at an end. I had triumphed over the darkness. I visited Calypso. It was time for him to prove my innocence and clear my name. And yet, he seemed hesitant. I made no promise to clear your name, he said. I only promised to show you the truth. And the truth, he said, was that the demon wasn't real. The voice inside me was a figment of my imagination. My God, it was all in my mind. The exorcism, it wasn't an exorcism at all. It was simply a baptism. It was Judgment Day in that church, and I was the angel of death. The truth had been delivered indeed, but not by God, but by Calypso. He was right. I was, as they say, insane. My whole life I've been trying to silence that voice. I even performed rituals to show my loyalty to God in hopes that he would save me. But nothing worked. A man cannot hide from himself. There is only one path before me.
2 years I've been locked away. Not a day went by I didn't pray to God. But I knew even he wouldn't forgive me for what I'd done. See, God only has time for those who deserve his mercy. I just didn't qualify. But then one day I had this visitor. I knew Calypso by reputation. You don't spend 10 years on the force without knowing every dirtbag in Midtown. Seems he wanted me in this contest. He said if I won, he'd ease my pain. My God, he knew. How could he have known? Calypso said if I won the game, I'd get a chance to undo the big mistake that was eating at my soul. Redemption. That's a big thing to offer a man without a hope in hell. I drifted away, the torment began again. The same torment I'd endured 1,000 nights and days before. I began to remember. It happened a couple of years back. We were out across from the Northside Apartments. There'd been reports of terrorist activity in the building. When we got there, we found some kind of doomsday cult had set up shop inside. We were sent there to take them out. These guys were real psychos, desperate as hell, holed up like rats in a cage. But now their little hideaway was a kill zone, and I had them right in my sights. I'd dealt with a lot of dirtbags before, but for some reason, this was different.
All units open fire! Open fire! Shoot the kill!
All these years trying to make a difference. And for what? So that we could arrest these scum suckers and watch them walk free the same afternoon? My rage got the better of me. I couldn't focus. I wanted to send these killers to hell where they belong. I got them. But not before I made the biggest mistake of my life. I'd let my emotions cloud my judgment. It cost me, but it cost someone else even more. Oh my God, what had I done? Those people were dead, and it was all my fault. There was only one way out. But that way was closed. I was going to have to live with it for the rest of my life, and nothing I could do would ever take away the pain. Until now.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully. Time's up.
I had won the contest. Now it was time to see if the rumors were true. Did Calypso really have the power to give me a second chance? He asked if I really wanted a second chance, if I understood the risks. But I wasn't going to screw up twice. This time, it was all going to work out. I demanded my prize. And just like that, I was back. I knew what to do this time. I had to contain my anger. I had to focus. That little girl was going to be safe.
Hey, that's illegal.
Duty both to her and to myself.
He's drawing a weapon! All units open fire! Open fire! Shoot the kill!
I made sure every single bullet found the right target this time. That dirtbag went down like a puppet with his strings cut.
Terrorist is down! Terrorist is down! Great shooting, Agent. Second team, move it!
But it wasn't over. Not until I knew those people were safe. They were shaken but alive. Calypso had done it. I never thought it could be
All
like...
units, target is knocked down. Target is still hot.
I was so close to making it right.
Agent Stone, report in. Are you hit?
In here, you lose track of time. Hours melt into days. Days turn into years. 30 years in my case. After so much time in solitary, I should have been getting better. But in my heart, I always knew there was no cure for what happened to me. But I kept on hoping. I knew if I waited long enough, I'd get revenge against the man who destroyed my mind. But I could only wait so long. Every day, visions got worse. Soon I wouldn't be able to tell reality from my nightmares. But then, my life changed. He called himself Calypso. He said he ran a contest. Winner take all. In my case, first prize meant getting even with the man who stole my sanity. How could I refuse? I agreed to play. I hadn't thought about the war in years. All the drugs and therapy of the world could never get me to talk about what I went through. When I passed out, I couldn't escape it. The past came rushing back. It's 1971 again. And I was back in Nam. Ben had gone down. It was just me all alone, trying to revive him. I was shouting to Benny, trying to see if he was okay. But before I knew it, the enemy was on me. They put us into some stinking hole, 25 feet below the ground. Benny was in bad shape. I didn't know how long he was going to hold out. Seems like forever I was screaming for someone to come and help him. Then one day, we had a visitor. The guy was an advisor to the Vietnamese. He had his own unique idea of torture, starvation. Benny was on his last legs, and I wasn't far behind. 5 days without any food will bring any man to the edge. And the advisor said the only way I was